This month finds the Front Mission series celebrating a mighty 20th anniversary. Front Mission was launched on the Super Famicom in Japan in 1995 on February 24th. Now, this is a series much like Gundam, where we have very great morals and we have distinctive sides all fighting for various agendas. It's more about, the team spirit and friendship and patriotism. There's no real clear evil entity, but you can kind of point some fingers. A lot of the games actually have side missions where you can find out exactly what the other side was thinking all along. It's a pretty neat idea. Now let's dial things back a bit and talk about the series in general. Now in America, we got the first Front Mission game over here, which was Front Mission 3 in 2000. Now this is crazy because this is 5 years after the first game came out, and it wouldn't be until 2007 when the DS remake of the first game came over here. That is a crazy 12 years later that we get the first game. And out of the 11 games in the franchise as a whole, we have only got 4 of them. The DS remake, Front Mission 3, Front Mission 4, and Front Mission Evolve. Front Mission Evolve launched in 2010 and was the last game in the series. So it's seemingly a dead franchise, but we still want to celebrate its 20th anniversary. Real quick, let me just list off the games that we have not received yet. We have Front Mission 2, Front Mission Alternative, Front Mission Gun Hazard, Front Mission 2089, Front Mission 2089-2, Front Mission Online, Front Mission 5 Scars of the War. And that is it. Pretty bad statistics. 4 games out of 11 to have launched here? That's pretty crazy. And there hasn't been a new game in 5 years? Even more crazy. Now let me get into my history with the series itself. So I first tackled this franchise when I got a PS1 demo disc. I can't remember what it came with, but it was a demo disc for Front Mission 3, and I played that demo repeatedly. I loved it. I had never played a tactical RPG before, I had never played a mech game really before, and it just mesmerized me. I wanted it so badly, especially because I was just getting to RPGs, and this was just like a mind-blowing subgenre of RPGs that I never really thought about even creating before. Sadly, I would have to wait a long time before I was able to play this, not until it was relaunched on the PlayStation Tour as a PS1 classic that I was able to actually play it, and the wait was well worth. But the actual first game that I purchased and I played the entire thing through was Front Mission 4 for the PS2. I love that game so much. It was very challenging, but this one, incorporated a lot of stuff that I wasn't used to. Namely that the pilots had their own special abilities that can be synced with the mechs to give them more special powers, along with the mechs, the Wanzers themselves, being able to be customized. And you had to look at the weight distribution. It was an insane thing I was not used to. It was a very meticulous thing, and people introduced the series now. Maybe that's what turned them off to them. Trying to figure out the best balance for mech is one thing, for the guns and the armor and all the stats from that, but trying to figure that out along with balancing out the weight is just, it's time consuming, but it's an addiction that I got used to very quickly, and I actually spend hours upon hours customizing my mechs to my liking, of course. Then the next game I played in the franchise was Front Mission 3, again, like I said. And then shortly after that, when the DS remake came over here, I got that. And it's actually great. It holds up rather well. Some things are a bit janky, of course, but it is a very good RPG, and you should really seek it out. And then, of course, I played Front Mission Evolve, which I'll get into in another video series. But, that's it. Front Mission series. Man. 20-year retrospective. It's crazy that it's 20 years, makes me feel rather old, but very strange because I haven't even played half this series. Only 4 games have come over here. Square Enix, please re-release them, make some ports or something. It would be nice to have something to commemorate this massive franchise for its 20 years of service. I'm begging you here, Square Enix, please do something to commemorate Front Mission. Either way, Front Mission, I wish you a very happy and maybe a little bit solemn 20th anniversary.
Boom ba-jack, boom boom ba-jack, boom ba-jack, boom boom ba-jack, boom ba-jack, boom boom ba-jack, boom ba-jack, boom boom subscribe, boom ba-jack, boom boom ba-jack, boom ba-jack, boom boom ba-jack, boom ba-jack, boom boom ba-jack, boom ba-jack, boom boom subscribe.